Good morning, friends. This is update for 16th of March 2020. Now, as we wake up today, the Fed has cut rates to zero and has started a quantitative easing program of, I think, $700 billion. Asian markets are lower. SGX is lower by about 380 to 400 points. My sense is that I want to buy into this decline. Now, how do you buy into this decline? My favorite 10,000 calls, uh, I think I would be getting them back at a cheaper price. In my opinion, we have made an intermediate bottom. So I am a buyer on dips because I believe that this sort of a decline is likely to get bought into. So SGX has made my life easier. So upfront, both on Nifty and Bank Nifty, the idea is to buy into this sort of a decline, and in the next couple of days I think we will get back above 10,000. If it does not work, I think 10,000 is substantially out of the money that it won't hurt you too much. See, the idea is that the markets need to pause before their next move. That is my assumption. Could be right or wrong. And Friday's action on most global markets is a sign that they would at worst try to consolidate. Nothing has changed. The news is still bad. There is nothing going right. But for the moment, I think markets will pause and move sideways to prepare for the next round of sell off. So, I am not interested right now in thinking about where the markets can go lower or higher, etc. In my opinion, you should be buying into decline and selling into rallies. My profit targets will become a bit modest because the markets seem to be getting a little choppy. In individual stocks, you should continue to be on the buy side. So, when you do get this morning's decline, you should try to get into stocks where short positions may be in excess. So what you need to do is get into metals, financials, etc. And in my opinion, you will get back above 10,000 at some point during this week. So do not be fearful of this dip. That is the point. And my sense is that the US futures, which are down about 1,000, 1,200 points, are likely to show some kind of a recovery. Do I have any basis for that? Not really, other than the fact that the price action seems to be indicating that immediately we may not be going to fresh lows, and from where we are opening about 420 points lower on SGX, you are getting a nice risk reward point, and from there we should have a bit of upside. Asia is lower, but it's not getting killed. So basically, what um, the calculation I have is 8,400 was the low of Friday, 10,200 thereabouts was the high. So that is about 1,800 points. So somewhere near 93, 9,400 is your 50% zone. So if post the open we get closer to that sort of a zone, my sense would be that you would see some sort of an upside develop once the market has that kind of a decline. So markets are basically going to consolidate. So from 10,200 you are already down right now to about 95.50. So at post the open, I would like to buy into the 10,000 calls, and overall this could be a sideways to up week. Okay, obviously you have to take a view on each day as it comes, but buy on dip should be the operative strategy for this kind of a week. My sense is that with so much liquidity which is getting shoved into the market, that will most likely provide some kind of support to the market. But please maintain stops. Please, uh, you know, be ready to turn on a dime. Had we not been poised to open 400 points lower, I would not have bought. I would have waited for a decline. So this kind of makes my job easier, that at the open, if I get this kind of a dip, in my opinion, risk reward for me becomes favorable. That should be it for right now. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.